Good evening and welcome. We are here doing another one of Bagel's Tuesday night races. This one is an open seed with fast Ganon, which means we don't necessarily need to beat Aga Tower or Ganon's Tower. And And the big difference is that Ganon's Tower opens with 4 crystals. But we still need all 7 crystals to kill Ganon. So, we're going to go for the wild ride here, and we'll see how this one goes. I'm going to do another seed like this soon, because this is basically like the weekly, except the weekly also has key sanity, and that's what we have for Bagel's Weekly this week. But this one is not key sanity, it's just a regular open seed. And we are getting started. So, let's see how this one goes. And go. Pizza Heart. I like how this is gonna go on and I feel a sneeze coming along. Yep, there it is. Annoying. Good timing. Not gonna waste my time there. Okay, all crystals. That's great. So all the fun stuff is in the Dark World. Okay, getting bombs is nice. That's super nice. Suddenly open boots. Dodging all the soldiers. Alright. Now we can check Sick Kid in the village, so basically a full clear down there. I'm all about it. Alright, the tree pole was ass, so we're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go on. We'll check the bush crab. Don't care. And let's hope that this is nothing. Yes, it's the fuck you arrow. Woohoo! Don't have to do it. The Hyrule middle finger at Lumberjack. It's a beautiful thing. I don't really care about those either. So we're not going to get the clearing. Sure. Alright. Let's get in the village and see what we get here. We have no money for Bottle Vendor, which kind of sucks, but we'll probably get some. All we need is a lucky 300 somewhere, and then we're good to go. Not even lucky. Alright. Let's get some good stuff. Heart container, fine. Alright, now we're getting the money. container. Alright, well, we got enough money for bottle vendor. Book. Alright. I mean, I'll take a sword. It's fine. I'm not sure how I feel about the book, though. Boo. Aw, nice bonk. Get out of my way. Alright, that's good. I'm strangely a fire source away from being able to beat desert. I'll have to consider whether or not I want to just head in that direction immediately. It kind of bit me in the ass a little bit last night. But that was last night. This is a different seed. We'll skip the bombs. We'll find more. Okay. Let's do the back of escape real quick. That's a good play to do. It's fairly quick. Map. Alright, so we know we're item tight in the front, so that might get me up there soon. But I think we're gonna head to desert. I might do mini moldworm first. I hate abandoning ice cave though, so maybe we just don't. Maybe we just do this, then we go that way later. Besides, if we get enough money to do Zora, routing that in is not awful. But we'll do the dam first. Dang it. Okay. Hundo dollars. There's the bombs we didn't grab earlier. That's fine. Well, we're not going to get the ledge item. That's trash. But we'll come in here in case we get something good. Like, really fast. Ah. You know, alright. I kind of want the big key to be on the torch so we could just grab the 2 keys and then go back to the right side. Ah, this sucks. Not my favorite layout, that's for sure. Well, now we have a guarantee that there's an item in the big chest, because we got the map and compass in here. So, I can't wait for this to be crap, but if it's not, then this will be worth the dig. We'll go to Agina's and do that next. Damn it. Alright, I was hoping. I was hoping. It's like, you gave me all the crap. Why can't there be something good in here? Whoop, wrong way, dude. This door. Alright. Well, now we know that's all crap. Let's go to Mini Moldworm. Well, we're still short money for Zora. And unless we get the Moon Pearl over here, I guess I could water walk just to do Hobo. But it doesn't make sense to do much else. Never mind. I thought that might happen. Now we have enough money. I think we'll still water walk to Hobo. Just to get this out of the way. Let's us preview the island fast. There's a sword. Okay, so 10 arrows, not exactly the greatest prize. The Zora check is in logic, though, with gloves. So that's why it's like, I might as well just go up here and do this. Get in the whirlpool. Alright. The heart's nice, but we ain't getting it. Nah. Well. Alright, we're gonna do escape first. Just in case we actually get a bow or something in here. We could go up the mountain, but going up the mountain is kind of silly because it's totally out of logic, and until we get a hook shot or mirror, it doesn't do a ton for me. Okay, that was bad. Alright, well, that's an item. It's alright. I gotta take some hits anyway because I want a death warp. Nope. Stayed over the hole for too long. Because Dark Cross has an item in it, so I kind of want to go there. Okay. Now the mountain climbs in logic, and so is Dark Cross for that matter. And finishing desert, getting that second item. That kind of sucks that we did that out of order. Alright, just don't be a piece of heart. Alright, that's not so bad. Alright, purposeful death. So we can come back here. Now, the question is, how soon do I go back to desert for one item? I say we suck it up and just do it. God forbid this item is actually... Hold on. I should have grabbed the hearts. Not that it matters too much. I mean, if this item is a progression item, then I'm going to regret not getting it. It might not be. So all we really have is sword Lambo. But we got a couple potions if we suck at it. Sniper. I'll probably grab the other heart. We don't care about magic though, because it doesn't matter. Okay. Nice. I mean, okay, 3 bottles. If I had a moon pearl, I'd consider climbing Aga at this point, but we don't. I mean, it could be... It could be on the pyramid, but that's crappy. Let's go over to, we'll go over to Sage's Closet and dip into Eastern. That would be our luck to roll a 4-7 seed and still have it be Aga required if that's the answer. Yeah, I didn't think that was good. Nah, come on. Alright, we can also get a little bit of dungeon info here. Green Pendant and Mire. Beautiful. Let's mark that. Mirror. Now, oh, okay. Well, that works. Let's go beat Eastern, and we can also beat Hera. So we'll get 3 crystals pretty fast. Why is it that today... Hold on. There. Now I got it. Whatever. He had to be right there. That's good. Alright. Time to beat Eastern. This is good. I'm sure a bit late to this party just because they probably came over here and checked that a lot quicker than I did, but that's okay, because I beat Desert. There goes. Alright. I don't have a hook shot. Why are we going that way? Okay. Well, that does open up the waterfall ferry. Might be worth checking out real quick. Now, you know what'd be really great? If the other item is right here. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna be annoyed because I'm gonna do this because I hate skipping this check, even though it's probably the right move. Come on. I just want the dash. Always punished. Alright. I hate it when that thing gets in the way. No. Dude, come on. Why do I have to be bad at execution in these rooms? There's no reason for it. What a little asshole. That was annoying. Alright, whatever. Alright, yeah, we should probably do the waterfall real quick, huh? We could do this real quick and save and quit and then go up the mountain. Nice. Alright, not mad about that. Dude, why? Why did it move to the right? Oh my god. Stop! All of your pieces of shit. Actually, I might as well just have this out, because who cares? I'll be using this sooner than anything else. Yeah. I might have had it, but I suck, and I got hit by the cabbage immediately. Okay. There it is. Alright. Well, let's grab that. This could still be an Agaseed. I have been getting so much better at spin speed. Makes me happy. Alright, we gotta take a quick look here. Alright, Pod and Turtle Rock, and then the other two are Thieves and Ice. So Pod, Turtle Rock. Pod, Turtle Rock, Ice, Thieves. There we go. Dungeon info acquired. That's nothing, unfortunately. It'd be really funny if the hook shot was like right here. Boo. No, we gotta do... Nice. Cool. That's both items. That was worth. Alright, so we're gonna get the crystal here and then we go to Aga. Dude, fuck off. You almost tried to softlock me again. Piece of shit. That would have been funny, but not really. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, time to climb. Alright. So, wonderful that we could do all of the Light World dungeons and still have to do Aga 1. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so this next handful of minutes will be not the most exciting, but that's okay. A little bit of execution here and there. And then I guess we'll see what's on the pyramid before I make an ultimate decision. But more than likely we're heading into pod. We don't have a hammer to go south over the bridge, and we don't have a hook shot to go over to the other side in North Dark World. So going into pod is the best density play right now. Though the other thing we'll have is catfish. But we're gonna go to pod. I don't know why I'm trying to kill these. Just go. Dude, why'd you go all the way over here? Just back off. Love it. So the only thing I don't like about my early play is I should have, unknowingly, gone into escape first before I went to desert. Because I would have gotten my lamp and I could have finished desert earlier. But I had to double dip that. But everything else just kind of went in progression. Blue balled yet again. That's two. Why are you coming here again? Dude, chill. All right, let's see what we got on the pyramid. That's right. Open hole. Don't need to drop in that just yet. Sure. Not exactly what I was looking for, but I am not going to complain about that either. Alright, let's go to pod. Because we could do everything in the front of pod. We just can't go to the boss unless the hammer happens to be in here. So we'll see if this is, I mean, it's probably gotta be, unless it's at Catfish, this has gotta be the answer to our problems. So we'll see. I mean, with having bow and lamp, we have access to at minimum 4 items. That's huge. That opens up a few things. I literally have a mirror and I didn't use it. Alright. Let's see what else is here while we're in this area. Because we can beat Swamp. Because I don't require the hammer to do it. Though it's out of logic, but I don't care. God. Alright. It's a little bit too late to the dash. So we need to get a key here. 1.0. And then, key on the bridge. Then we can go party in the back. You wouldn't dash. See, I'm glad we stayed. That's good to have. Alright. We'll check Harmless Hellway. And then we'll do the Dark Maze. And if we don't get a hammer, we get the hell out. Just 2 items left. Wow. Can't even stop that short. Alright, that's it. So let's leave. And this is where we want to be. I wonder if I should have gone up the mountain first. Nah. This is fine. Stop eating my input. Sure. Alright, we can mirror up here and do a couple checks. We have Graveyard Ledge and we have King's Tomb. So we'll get these done. Sure. Alright, we're gonna check. Oh, I just realized that I like this idea now. Alright, I have some thoughts. Okay, that's nothing. Ah. I'm just gonna go for the item in the back first, because we can get this key. And I don't know. We'll see if this is smart or not. Last couple times I'll do the front first, then get key locked out of there anyway. Nice. Alright, that's actually good, because then we can get the big key chest on the way back in. I'm not interested in Ped. Not with Meyer being a pendant. Low on health, so let's check the rest of this first. It's item 1. That should be alright. double shield. Hilarious. What is this? 20s? Excuse me. You piece of shit. Just fucking ran from me, both of them. All I need is another piece. Okay, that's good. We do need that. We don't have the hunt for it, so I'm happy with that. Pendant Thieves Town probably has something in it, so we'll go in there, I guess. Good. Perfect. Alright, now we have Swamp and Logic, which will, once we get Mitts, opens up GT once we beat Swamp. So we're going to head down to Swamp soon, but I'm just going to go in here real quick because that might be important. If we get 3 items in the front, I might just bail. That's 2. And what do we get in the third check here? Well, 4th, really. That's 3. Let's get out. I think we gotta take that risk since we have all of Swamp and Logic right now. And we could check a couple other things on the way. Dude, come on. Stop being stupid. I might go out of my way to pick up Tempered just to make things a little bit simpler too. Because now I can. No thanks. Okay. Alright, all the more reason why I might want to just head up, because if we end up getting a fire rod, So let's just assess. I can finish pod. Which maybe I just do that now, honestly. And then we can go to swamp. Because I'm here. Whoops. Too far. Like, I'm gonna have to come back here anyway, so why don't we just do it while I'm heading in this direction? Just go. So swamp is my next goal, and then we go up the mountain. We find out if we can open up Turtle Rock with Quake. Because really, if we can open up Turtle Rock with Quake, we might be a fire rod from go. Which is quite incredible, honestly. There we go. And we might just find the fire rod in the swamp. Like, that would be ideal, but we have a lot of mountain checks we can do too. Save and quit out of here. That was garbage. And that was also garbage. Oh yeah, that's great. I gotta remember that crap happens. Mirror Naga 1. Alright. Now we'll do swamp. So we're looking for a fire rod and maybe Bombos. We just don't know about Bombos yet. But after swamp, we're gonna go up the mountain and find out. Riot shield. Well, that's 2 of the 6. So, send them back and hope for the best. Because if the fire rod's not here, I'm gonna say we have the mountain checks and GT. And we prioritize that because it is way more dense. Well, we're leaving behind at least 2 items. Which feels bad, but I'm not gonna stay in Swamp. There's just no way. Not what I meant to do. But, whatever. Alright, I gotta believe in the mountain. I remembered. I should have checked Bombo's tablet at least, though. It's alright. Well, we still have all, like, Paradox and stuff to do, so I need to check these first. Do all this, go into GT. Right side GT is not in logic without the fire rod, so we're just gonna go full. We'll do Hope Room and full left and look in the basement if we don't get it in one of these other overworld locations. I hate that, honestly. I really do. I don't want to see the flute. Okay, I think we go right into the Dark World from up here, and we find out whether or not... we know it's not a floating island, that's good. But we find out right now if we also need Vamos. Okay, good. Quake was the answer. That was inside Pendant Dungeon, wasn't it? I think it was. Maybe. It might have been inside Thieves. Hold on. Let's do the funny. Let's do the funny. Because we can mirror out of here. Let's just make sure it's not in this first check. Because that would be unbelievably stupid. Alright. We have a key. Okay. I just wanted to confirm. Because it can be there, and it's awful when it is. Red meringue. The best meringue. Nice mushroom. Alright, spiral we could do after. Because it is shitty to route in. But we need to believe, so let's believe. We could do tile room too. I'm an idiot. I normally... We'll do tile room later. I normally just have Samaria up, so I just automatically was a dingus. We could do it at the end if we need to. Alright. Let's do this. Fire rod. Shovel. All the fetch quests showed up. Sure. Fire rod. No. Ah, screwed it up. Alright. We got Bob's Chest and Ice Armos, the three behind that. If we get the big key, we can check the big chest and climb, which kind of sucks. Ah, we screwed up. That's annoying. There we go. There it is. Alright. In GT, as expected. Alright, we gotta go back and beat Turtle Rock. And then we need to just do Skullwoods and GG. Alright, so the big key is vanilla, which sucks. Yeah. Alright, let's see if this is a small key. Nope. Could have skipped it. Son of a bitch. It's alright. Alright, we need the small key off Laser Bridge. Not there. I'll take that. There it is. Tried to use his run at you attack. We're good. Damn it. Alright. That could have been a little cleaner. Alright. Mirror before you save and quit. Nice. Bagel just finished. Good job, man. I'm not that far behind, but we gotta go kill Moth first. And Zach's just finished. Oh man, I might be coming in last year. We'll see where Scanler falls. Ah! Can you please get out of there? Thank you. Alright. I'm just gonna save and quit and drop at the pyramid. No, you fuck. Well, that'll probably cost me. That's so annoying. I've been having trouble Ganon this week, man. Well, do this. Survivability. That's so bad. Alright. So mad about that. Alright, at least this time you played quick. Oh, we got him. There we go. Do I really still get third? That'd be kind of fun. Watch Scanler snipe me. Hey, thanks for the GG's, girl. Let's see if Scanler snipes me here at the end. Hey, Zax. Thank you. I got it. What the hell happened to Scanler? Thanks for the GG's, Wombat. What happened? For God's sakes. I'm so mad about the fall of Ganon, too. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Bagel, thanks for the GG. Oh, he's finishing TR now. He was late to the fire rod? Ugh. I don't know, girl, how long you're in here. The stupid, and I had book, glove, boots early. I was like, oh, let's go to desert and see if there's something there. Same thing I did yesterday. Same stupid play. Didn't have it. Didn't have anything. Did you really? What did blind have? I'm guessing nothing. I bailed. I said to myself, if I get 3 items in the front, I'm bailing, and that ended up being the right call. Trash, yeah, of course. I thought about clowning around a little bit, and then but I'm like, no, I still have swamp. Like, I had swamp fully clearable at that point. Because I went, after I went into pod and got the good stuff out of that, I just went north route, went into Thieves, did the first 4, And then I got Swamp and Logic because the hammer... I was going to go to Swamp anyway, but the hammer was right there in chess game. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. And then after that, I'm like, all I need is a Fire Rod. The chances of the Fire Rod being on the mountain were getting higher and higher. And I'm like, it's probably just in GT. And of course, it's all the way freaking behind Ice Harmos. But that's fine. At least when you're missing Fire Rod, you know not to do right side because it's out of logic. So... Why is my timer still going? I don't know. 1:24:04 is my official stop time, according to... Wait. Does it show that I stopped? I now have to pull up the race room over here. Okay, it does. For some odd reason, Live Split was trying to tell me that I didn't, but I do have finish time in the race room, so that's fine. It was just being stupid. Alright. You're gonna have the most checks? I had 150, as you could tell. What did you end up having? 155? Nice. I did a few extras. Bagel 145. Yeah, nice job, Bagel. Killed it. Yeah, I wish I would have gone into Escape earlier before I did Desert, because that would have saved me an extra dip, and that would have saved me a few minutes right there. Yeah, if you didn't do Thieves Town, you silly person. You skipped Ice Rock Cave, held off on Skull Woods. Yeah. Holding off on Skull Woods would have been right. I mean, you know how it is. Like, if I would have held off on Skull Woods, there would have been something important in there. But because I did it early, there were 2 shit checks. So, whatever. Oh, I had no idea that Bamos was... I never bothered reading Ped. I had no idea Bamos was there. That would have been really bad if Bamos was what opened up TR. I would have had no idea. I never bothered. Because I did get that flute, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see flute. It was sitting in Paradox, and I'm like, I didn't really want to see this. But luckily, I never activated it. So I didn't care. Because even after I got Hammer and Hook, I didn't go back up the mountain until after I cleared everything in the lower part. And then once I got Fire Rod, all I had to do was beat Turtle Rock and do the back of Skull Woods and just Ganon, so... So it wasn't so bad. I'm looking forward to the Key Sanity version of it. Scalar finished up. But I'm mad that I fell to Ganon again, too. I don't know what it is. This week has been a bad Ganon week for me. Really bad Ganon week. It's kind of stupid. So I gotta clean that up a little bit. I was ready to start pumping silvers into him, and I got hit by the fire bat, and I was moving, and of course that knocks you right off the ledge. And I was really convinced... I know Scalar and I usually run pretty close. I was convinced that because I did that fall that he was going to end up taking third from me. And I'm like, oh, I just blew it. But, oh well. That was a good one. It was fast. It's nice everyone does the sub 130. Pretty fast seed. Just in time, Zax, for you to do your call. Yeah, it was a good one. Oh, I'm gonna do this one more time. Just snooze the last ad because we're basically done here. Hey, it was good, Grow. You'll have to do the weekly this week again. You know, same type of settings, but key sanity. Like I said, I know the key sanity can be daunting, but the one thing that is kind of nice about it, sometimes it kind of forces your hand in terms of, like, I'm not going to go into this dungeon because I can't do anything in there. So you just kind of follow the path. But, yeah, that was a fun one. Nice and fast. We'll see how the other one goes. Zach says, without spoiling anything, he's like, Zach's apparently found the God route, so I'm looking forward to seeing what his time is after I get mine in there eventually. Your second keys? Yeah, keys are fun. The more you do them, the more it makes sense, and the more fun you'll have with them. Yeah, you nervous for the async now? I know, me too. I'm like, oh shit. What if he's just like pulling our chain and he's really got like a 230 because he forgot something? That's it would be kind of funny. Playing the meta, yeah, exactly. That would be funny. All right, it is mind games. Usually with yourself though. You know, it's just. I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, it's fun to, like, compare and compete against other people, but half the time it's about, am I executing? It doesn't really matter what someone else is doing. Like, if I was to clean up a handful of the things I did in this seed, I might have been able to get a sub 120 on this. You know? It is what it is. But it was fun. I mean, that's the thing. Having fun. That's way more important than anything else. So, and, you know, you just keep on trying to work at it. Okay, I am going to be back on Thursday with Gloomhaven with my friends, so we'll be doing that, and then I know I'm not going to be on tomorrow or Friday, but I will be on at some point this weekend, because I need to do the Reddit Weekly, I need to do the Bagel Weekly, and whatever other BS I get myself into. Who knows? Alright, guys. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Let's find out if anyone's on so that we can just kind of throw everyone over to... Let's see. Let's see here. There is... Alright. Let's just go in, stick around for a minute, and do a little raid to Sin Dennis. Sin Dennis is doing... let's see if we can. Last time he was doing something, I actually couldn't raid him. I don't know if... We'll try it. He's doing some Link to the Past stuff. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to switch this up. I just saw who else is doing some Link to the Past. CD Improv, who is someone who also does Z1. They're finishing up the pickup cross keys race from earlier. I know they're a little bit newer to cross keys, so I think that's what's going on here. Let's pop in here and let's see if it lets me. Is it not letting me? Come on. Come on. I don't think I can. Well, that's annoying. Alright, never mind. Every single person I'm trying to raid, it's not working, so we'll just cut from here. Alright, I'll be back on Thursday. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.